All right, what is up, everyone? What is up, my amazing, fabulous, fantabulous JCC summer stupendous students? This is Professor G here. Just want to give you a quick shout out on a couple things. This is going to be a mixed bag of a mixed bag, so I want to just talk about weeks number 7 and 8. I have struggled. I need some coffee, y'all. I have some coffee in my big cup. Everyone say big cup. So give me a minute. All right. So I'm traveling over the next 2 weeks, right? So that being said, I'm still going to be checking in on the course on a regular basis, try to get in there. I usually get in there 4 to 5 days a week. Get in the course, obviously responding to emails and stuff like that. That being said, though, since I am traveling, I wanted to get today's assignments, which is week 7, let it 11. So if you don't know what 11 is, there's a great opportunity for you to learn a new word, 11. So I'm posting week 7, let it 11, and week 8, do something extra great. So I'm posting those 2 weeks. Well, I already posted them today, because like I said, I'm going to be traveling. I want to get those up so they're smooth, they're operational, they're functional. And then, like I said, I still check into my course 4 to 5 times a week. Grading, I'm still going to be doing the grading on time, and you guys have questions via email, stuff like that. Just because I'm posting them early, week 8 early, the deadline will still be the normal deadline. So you'll actually have extra time with the discussion posts as well. The other stuff, as you know, for those of you who like the free-flowing format, which many of you do, that is already available to you as well. So it's really just the discussion posts. But again, many of you also like that, I talked about in the beginning, if the free-flow format overwhelms you, I do them weekly, and I break them up into folders. So, I try to options, right? I'm all about options, whatever works best. So that being said, that's what's going on. What else is I going to say? Hey, what's up? What's up with your cross-course competition? Some of those courses, y'all need to, Business 151 is just really just crushing it. They're killing it. So 110, 139, step it up. The other thing is, now I'm going to transition over to Professor G Potpourri. So for those of you who want to exit out now, feel free. But of course, you want to find out and participate in the Professor G Potpourri. So this week's mixed bag, I had a couple of student suggestions, which I appreciate. The first one, a student asked me to talk about how to successfully negotiate in business when it comes to salaries and things of that nature. I think it's a great question. So as a business guy myself, here's the thing you have to understand. You always want to negotiate from a position of strength. If you cannot negotiate from a position of strength, then don't negotiate. Now, I realize, especially when you're new to the workforce or you're new to a new career family or career type or industry, and you need that initial position to build that experience that you need, you really can't negotiate from a position of strength unless it's a highly competitive field and you're considered highly competitive in terms of really they want you. And then of course, you can negotiate from a position of strength. But if you're in that position where you can't negotiate from a position of strength, then you don't negotiate, right? If you can accept and feel good about what they're offering you, then accept and feel good. I mean, don't just take something for the sake of taking something out of desperation. That's no good either, because that breeds resentment and other things as well. So that being said, if you're not in a position of strength to negotiate and what they're offering you feel good about, then accept it. If you don't feel good about it, then look for something else. So rule number one when business negotiations with salary is you always want to negotiate from a position of strength. Number 2 is you don't ask for a raise based on your own personal needs or your personal financial situation. Wrong answer. Turn to yourself and say, Sal, that's just the wrong answer. Because the reality is it's not the employer's responsibility to meet your financial needs or fix a financial situation that you got yourself into, or it might not be your own fault. That's not their responsibility. So when you're negotiating for a higher salary, you're negotiating based on the experience that you have, the education level that you have, and the value and the accomplishments that you have demonstrated in the organization. The other thing you can do is a great way to negotiate a higher salary is if you apply for other positions and they offer you more money, you can go back and say, hey, I just want to let you know that I did receive, sorry, something's distracting me over there. I did receive another offer, and I would really like to stay here because, I'm grateful for the experience the company has offered me. I'm grateful for the way that you've treated me. I'm grateful for what I've been able to contribute. This being said, as a matter of practicality, based on my experience, my education, whatever, this is what I'm asking for in terms of what I feel is a fair equivalency. But then you have to be prepared that they could say no. So then what do you do, right? So that's what I'm saying. You got to negotiate from a position of strength. So if they say, well, no, I'm sorry, we can't do that for you right now, then you've got to decide, is that going to affect your work affect and your motivation and things of that nature? So it was a great question. Shifting gears a little bit, another potpourri moment is for those of you who are looking for a position and you don't have sorry, my email's popping up, and you don't have the required experience, right? So either you're brand new, dang, it's blowing up here, the email. Either you're brand new, you're still in college and you don't have relevant experience for the positions that you would like to enter into that you're going to college for, or you're switching careers, switching industries, and you don't have a lot of the relevant experience. I hear a lot of students say, especially the younger students fresh out of college, but again, it has to do with, are you going back to college later in life because you need a new credential or a new degree, which is perfectly fine. These are great. Whatever stage you're at, if you're entering a position where you need required experience that you don't have, and I hear students say, well, they want this experience, but I don't have this experience because they want this experience that I don't have. And how do they expect me to have experience when they want experience that I can't get, right? It's a valid question. But I have the solution for you. Are you ready? Volunteering. Boom, drop the mic. And people say, I don't get paid for volunteering. Wrong answer. Here's how you get paid in volunteering. You get paid in acquiring the required experience that you need so that you can step into that great position that you want. Volunteering also pays you back in you're now securing relevant references within that field. It could open up other doors of opportunity that you weren't even aware of or maybe don't exist at that time, and also professional networking. So volunteering is a great way to be able to gain experience that you don't have that you need to be able to gain access to those better positions that you desire to have. You want to volunteer strategically, though. I just want to look at the time. We're 8 minutes. I just want to keep this under 10. You want to volunteer strategically, though, right? Which means, if you're looking for a position in healthcare, you don't want to volunteer at a bank, right? Not that there's anything wrong with a bank, but you want to volunteer within a organization in the healthcare industry. Just like IT, you want to volunteer somewhere in IT, social services, et cetera, right? A lot of companies love to have volunteers. So, but it's got to be win-win, meaning you're gaining derived value, i.e. experience that you need, connections, references that are relevant, and possible networking opportunities. And they're deriving value, meaning you're still treating this like a serious position and you're giving them really good, valuable contributions. So on that note, y'all, that's Professor G's Potpourri Mix. Keep the questions coming. Get those discussion boards lit up, y'all. And you guys, wishing you a fantastic rest of your week. Peace out.